Hi, everyone.
Hi, everybody.
We're back, and we got an idea.
hmm
This is Pastors in Minivans, and we've been doing this, talking about what's coming up on Sunday, and here's what's happening, and here's what's happening at our church, and here's what's happening in our lives. And that's all been well and good, but we got an idea. We've been talking sort of more deeply about what's going on and where's the meaning in all this, and where's God in what's happening in our world. And so we'd like to shift the conversation in that direction and maybe take our time together, at least while we're all locked up,
Yeah.
maybe be a little more reflective. And our goal is to give you one thought about God, or about faith, or about love, or about grace. I mean, God's grace. You can think about grace too. That may just make a little bit of difference in the way that you're going about your life. Maybe you'll see something you haven't been aware of before. Maybe you'll think of something in a new way. So we're going to just try this and see what happens and see what you think. What do you think, Grace?
Yeah, I like that. One of the groups that I'm a part of is Talk Unfiltered, and what we do in that group is we share God stories, and we're still doing it throughout this this stay at home shelter in place. And so I was kind of like, well, what God moments can we possibly have? We're not leaving, we're not experiencing anything, and yet people are still seeing God. Even while they're stuck at home. And so that's been really inspiring to me, to hear those stories and stuff. So, and has forced me to think about that more, rather than just lamenting the fact that I don't get to go out to eat anymore. I'm thinking, okay, but where is God in all of this? So, yeah.
So let's just give it a try, see what happens, and see what you guys think. So here's the thought. Stay at home, shelter in place. That's what we're all doing.
Yep.
And it seems like these two words, home and place, have become especially important for us.
Yeah.
So the thought is, look for God at home and in your place, not in grand thoughts, not in huge issues, not in trying to solve all the problems of the world, but right there in your home. Could be that during this time, God wants you to see God's presence right there, right where you live, with the people you live, and place your neighborhood, who lives right around you, the street that you live on, the community you're in. Perhaps God is saying, hey, I'm here too. And as you dig deeper into the place and hear the stories and yell at people that because you can't have close-up conversations, maybe God is directing us to rediscover his presence at home and in our place. Something that in my neighborhood that's happening is people are getting lawn chairs and sitting out on their driveways.
Oh,
and so
that's fun.
Other neighbors, without planning, will just put their lawn chairs in a car and drive down the street and pull them out and start talking to people. It's an amazing kind of thing.
Yeah.
People are getting to know neighbors, not just waving at them when they drive off in the morning and come back in the afternoon, but there's more conversation, and I got to think God's there.
I've been seeing, first of all, tons of like sidewalk art, children have made all these beautiful, very pretty chalk art. And so as you're walking around the neighborhood, you see this. And I haven't seen this in my particular neighborhood, but seen it in others, that some people are like asking a question and saying yes or no, and then leaving a piece of chalk there. So as people walk by, they check yes or no about whatever it may be. It's usually something silly, but that's such an interesting way to engage with your brothers and sisters. To engage with, we're all God's children and to engage together that way, which we never would have done without this ever. I would never have been like, oh, I know, let me do a poll in my driveway. That would never have occurred to me. But seeing that, I'm like, well, that is such a cool way. And then what, I'm sure the next time the people walk by, they're going to be like, hey, I wonder who lives there that asked that funny question. And I wonder what other people have said. And I think that's something that's really neat that has come with all of this, is the creativity and how we are connecting with each other. It's been really powerful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Home and place.
Mm-hmm.
See if God isn't there, sort of beckoning you to discover some new things and think some new thoughts.
Yeah. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.